Hello, everybody. It's Austin Ward for Lettermen Row, back with another BuckIQ with a big-time pickup for Ohio State. We're moving quickly to look at this one. We've got Evan Spencer to help break this down. Julian Fleming, arguably the best wide receiver recruit in the country, giving his pledge to the Buckeyes. Brian Hartline, Ryan Day. Evan, this seems like a big one.
Yeah, I mean, we again had the chance to, kind of do a little bit of foreplanning about looking into film, but his ability to just run away from guys and play with speed. Just play confidently, knowing that, hey, I can dominate this football game in this, this instance, in this down and distance or whatever, just by me being able to touch the ball. And that physical mindset is something that some people struggle to find. So seeing a young guy that now is on the right team and is going to use that for the good guys, it's really comforting, and I'm excited to watch him grow. I
think it was about 8 or 9 months ago, Evan, we're sitting here talking, well, Brian Hartline's going to take over. He's been in the NFL. This is his first time being a full-time head coach. Will he recruit? Can he recruit? How's he going to recruit? Seems to be going pretty well.
I mean, at the end of the day, who doesn't want to play for somebody that's newly fresh off of just learning the game within the game in the league, right? When you're in the league trying to play receiver, there's so many different, like, finite details that you learn, and being fresh off of that, and that's, not throwing shade in one direction or another, but just being fresh off of those memories and or experiences, and being able to utilize that for the betterment of others, and especially at the best university in the country, it's pretty good.
Big one here for Ohio State. Julian Fleming has committed to the Buckeyes. What does that mean for Ryan Day, for Brian Hartline, for Julian Fleming? Evan Spencer will break it down for us. We look at some of these highlights from high school right now. Let's roll the tape. All right, Evan, as always, the caveat there with a high school kid, we don't know exactly the level of competition, but he looks like he might be a man amongst boys at wide receiver, 100%. No matter what level he's playing at.
This guy can really kick. I mean, we were just talking, just a little bit ago, even here's this first punt return, but to watch the ability to just, again, get on the corner, use your speed, play with confidence, and just know that there's nobody else on the field that can mess with you. That's really one of the first characteristics, because everybody kind of had that one cat in high school that was playing like that, and nobody could really stop him, right? But at the end of the day, those are the types of individuals that become successful at the next level. So you got to see that. You got to see a lot of, these types of confident plays, drag route, coming underneath, finding your hole. You know what? I see space, and I know nobody on this field can touch me, so I'm out of here. But talking through these things is one thing for the viewer to see, but it's innate in somebody like that. And as we're watching, you can see it.
Yeah, and no matter if these other guys don't have his speed, it's not, he's covering the same amount of ground.
Right.
Fast is fast. And that's pretty clear on this tape.
Yeah, I mean, the attributes and or the skill this is a great play right here, right? Somebody draped over you, using your natural hands to catch the ball and still having the balance to stay in. Here's another one here. Yeah, knowing how to, body control, keeping your feet in bounds, distorting your body to catch a football. I mean, these are all great things.
I always ask you when we do these, and it's hard because we're looking at highlight reels, what'll be the first part of the transition for him? We know he's fast, we know he's big, he's catching the football well. If there's anything catches your eye about him, what's going to be the first part of making the move to Ohio State and then becoming the next good wide receiver?
I mean, a lot of these routes that I've seen are, dynamic plays, right? I've seen a lot of drags, go routes. That was just, another good release on a go route. So, to see him develop from a technicality standpoint, right? That's, great with his feet. So I know that he's not going to have a problem doing it. That's not going to be an issue. But the ability to say, okay, how do I really get out of a comeback in three steps? Because if I'm playing against a good corner, I know when we were in the league, there's one pop guys, meaning that they're going to sidestep with one step and get out to the direction that you are intending to go.
Sure.
So you have to figure out a way to get out of a comeback in 3 steps. And that's like technical receiver development that you got to figure out how to do. And that's not to say that he's not doing that already. But again, once you get to the next level, you realize that, holy heck, there's a new way that I can be deploying my skills and my skill set in this framework of how to build myself as a receiver. And then you just start to see yourself get better and better and better. So that would be one thing that I would say.
How much pride is there as a former Ohio State wide receiver we keep seeing this list of all the guys who've been drafted, all the guys who've played in the NFL. You were one of them. it seems like it's changed the way Ohio State recruits. Brian Hartline's part of that as well. But, to attract 5-star after 5-star wide receiver, there's got to be some element of pride for you guys that you laid the foundation.
100%. I mean, at the end of the day, right, it's the foundation that we laid was selfless to the point that, we knew that if we were going to run the ball 35 times that game, or if it was going to, be, relied on our shoulders in the receiver room, we were going to do whatever it took for the brothers that we, went to war with right next to us. And that's literally how we, took the field every game. I mean, I make jokes about the incident that we had in 13, but if anything else, that was just evidence of, the strong brotherhood that we had, that nobody was going to mess with anybody that was true and dear to us, right? So in the receiver room, we were one of 9 units that were really loud about, making sure that message was heard. But then when you see young cats take to that and then continue to teach that to the ones that are coming up underneath them, it's really comforting. Still
growing, Zone 6 adding another big-time commit here, Julian Fleming. That means that Evan's going to get to break him down a lot more for years to come. Once he signs and gets in the program, maybe even get him in the lab in the Woody and talk with him a little bit. We'll see how that all transpires. But we got the film just to start it, get the highlights. Evan breaking it down for us on BuckIQ as always. I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.